Conor McGregor is documenting his recovery process on social media. In a recent video, he highlighted a rainbow appearing in his surroundings.
I can see through another parallel dimension here, do you know? Look at that rainbow is literally right on my face. Ah, wow. Ah. Ah.
Bobby Green has expressed an interest in facing Jake Paul. Green discussed the potential matchup, stating, "I'd love to fight Jake Paul. I think it would be a fun fight for the fans and a good challenge for me."
Would you spar with Jake?
Of course. I fight Jake. You know, like it's Nate Diaz's fight, so I wouldn't take it, you know, but I whoop Jake's
But if
ass
he's like, I
easy.
saw what you did to Bang,
I
just
do
pull
the
up
same
to
thing
Puerto
that I
Rico.
did to Bang,
Yeah.
I do to Jake. With my hands down, talking like, what's up? What's up? I'm doing the same way. When people think like I was weight bullying Bang, I'm like, but no, I never film any of my sparring. Don't show it. But my homies know I call them the B word all the time. What's up? But yeah, I be talking the same thing at the gym. The MMA fans know exactly what I do. The boxers just never heard of me. And now they see me like, who the is this guy, you know?
UFC welterweight Carlos Prates is moving into coaching. During a recent visit to Eddie Alvarez's gym, Prates demonstrated a single-leg takedown defense. The technique mirrored the defensive tactics Ian Machado Gary utilized against Islam Makhachev in their recent bout.
Single leg, try to put my feet on the ground, pull his head down. I'm gonna get his leg, put his head down, and then go to the side. Fake, 1, 2, 1, 2, fake, pull, kick, take down, grab his leg, and go to the...
Dana White praised Reinier de Ridder's light heavyweight performance at UFC Sacramento. De Ridder secured a first-round stoppage in the final minute. Referee Frank Trigg intervened after Roman Dolidze absorbed unanswered punches. During the post-fight press conference, White defended the stoppage against criticism it was too late.
Thoughts on RDR? He seems to be sort of a rejuvenated fighter this week. He was smiling all week. He was happy on the scales. He said he was basically dying when he was making the cut to middleweight. So how does he look now at 205?
Looked impressive. I mean, couldn't do it any better than he did.
Did you think that it could have been stopped a lot sooner than it was? I think it was Frank Trigg that was refereeing that one.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. I didn't say, holy shit. Believe me, there's been some fights where I'm like, they need to stop this fucking fight right now. That definitely wasn't one of them. I didn't feel.
Dana White addressed the recent incident involving Namo Fazil and members of Khamzat Chimaev's team, including Bazangert Sursurkayev. The UFC has handled the situation internally.
Will Bryce have any consequences with this story?
You guys have no idea how much shit goes on in this business behind the scenes. And I said at the press conference that, you know, we had a kind of a weird week here.
That's why I'm asking, because we don't know.
What do
Any
you ask?
consequences for Bryson Sursurkayev? Any consequences because of what went down?
Yeah. I didn't even talk about it. You guys wouldn't even know if he didn't talk about it. We handled it, you know, behind the scenes, and yeah, that's the business we're in. Lots of crazy shit happens every day in this.
I'm still a very small channel, so if you're enjoying this video, please hit that like and subscribe. It really helps me grow. Let's get back to the news. Paddy Pimblett stated he would never manufacture a rivalry by insulting an opponent. He distinguished his approach from that of Khamzat Chimaev and Sean Strickland.
Like, I probably love Sean Strickland. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah.
But him and the Khamzat thing, I think they said after it that he was just saying it to build the fight up.
Yeah.
I'm not really into that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna start saying stuff about someone
Just fake.
if it's just fake. You know what I mean? Give him his due. It got the ratings in. You know what I mean? It was one of the most viewed events of the year.
Yeah.
So it worked for him. But I just can't do that. Like just like with BSD, with Gagey, like it was cordial, it was sound, and Chandler, I was all right with them because they never said nothing. I'm not gonna make something or something
But then other guys are just...
Alexander Volkanovski is considering his future in the sport. He recently indicated he may retire if his upcoming performance against Movsar Evloev does not go as planned. Volkanovski said, "If I go out there and things go terribly wrong, I might have to hang them up."
I love getting into the details of this game, and you could say at the end of my career and just still be so dialed in. I think that's pretty cool.
The big question, however, is this the end?
Where things go terribly wrong, all right, we're done. If things go very well, like the last one, no damage, go through, all right, we'll keep it rolling. Take it each fight as it goes. I'm just trying to be real with it. But I don't have plans on retiring.
Charles Oliveira said, "I don't have any fight booked. No opponent has been offered to me."
Não, com certeza, eu quero lutar ainda esse ano. Eu não tenho luta marcada nenhuma, não foi oferecido nome nenhum, né? A galera fica jogando, tal, não tenho nada. Outros aproveitam do embalo, ele voltou a treinar aqui, não sei o que, tal, nunca chegou nada pra mim, então, na realidade, eu quero lutar até o final do ano de novo, eu quero fazer mais...
Islam Makhachev is still showing signs of a black eye 9 days after competing at UFC 330.
Oh, inshallah, Mashkallah, Turkey, Bosnia. Okay, inshallah. There's one connection, Bosnia. 2 belts. What do you say for the Bosnia?
Oh, brothers, all people in Bosnia, inshallah. See you soon.
Kakosi. We see you in Bosnia, inshallah.
UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev recently explained why his teammates from Dagestan would never fight each other.
Work. You guys would never fight each other. Right? If Usman comes over to the UFC, he's gonna be a different division, but also Shanko's in that mix up. You guys would never fight, correct?
Yeah, no, we never fight, of course. How are you gonna fight, bro, if you training, I don't know, like many years together, like every time you, for example, many camps, Shanko just come to Usman camp, just help him, give him good rounds.
Yep.
And like, Usman go to his camp, give him good rounds, help him, How are you gonna fight each other? Maybe, bro, Usman also is not small guy. Shanko is not also small guy. Between the camp, they're both is big,
But you see some teammates, they fight each other, right? John Jones versus Rashad Evans. You also had Cyril Gane, I think he fought, Volkov fought another guy in the heavyweight division. Sometimes you see teammates fight each other for the right money, or they want to be the champion and whatnot. But for you guys, I think the only time you see teammates never fight each other is Aljo and Merab. Merab and Aljo is we will never fight each other. Friendship is way more than money. But so I didn't know if you guys have that code. It's guys, we're not gonna fight each other. If you're in a division, you're in a division. You do you. When it's done, then I'll try to become the champion.
Yeah, bro, also for myself, when Khabib become champion,
yep,
I'm never gonna, it's not happening, because when I beginning this sport, Khabib's from the first day helped me, how we gonna fight each other. It's not about friends, we're all brothers, and it's not possible, it's not possible for our teammates to fight.
Gregory Rodriguez expressed surprise at Anthony Hernandez's toughness following their decision victory. Rodriguez, who defeated Fluffy, told media he became frustrated, unable to finish the fight. RoboCop also revealed a second-round injury. He recovered and fought through the final bell.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, man. He's a really tough guy. And but I always expect a fight like that. I respect him, how tough he is, how he can absorb the punches and the kicks and keep walking forward, man. I was really surprised, but I keep my mind on place. I thought, man, he's still here, but in the other way, I said, okay, no problem, I don't need to finish it. I have a lot of rounds to keep going. I can't get frustrated because I couldn't finish him. I think that's part of the game, but he hit me good sometimes. He hit me really good. I felt really bad. I think before in the end of the second and the third, or something like that. I think in the second round, he hit me really good. I wasn't back in the cage, and then I just absorbed the punches, and the round is over. I say, okay, I need to recover and go back. So we have 3 more rounds, but yes, man, was a war, and there was a...
Rodriguez reiterated his call-out of Dricus du Plessis. He seeks a higher-ranked opponent to advance in the middleweight division.
Yeah, Dricus to Plessis, I think is that the fight to make a lot of sense, you know, to my next battle. So I will talk with my managers, I will talk with the UFC, and we will see what's gonna happen.
From here on out, like, are you not looking backwards anymore? Are you only looking ahead of you?
Yeah, why I'm gonna look it back, you know? Just be the number 6, I think, in the rank. Tough guy, and I want to go forward, you know. I think Dricus is a good fight. Or even Khamzat, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen to the division, but the division is changing. And then I wanted my place right there.
Jorge Masvidal's MMA promotion, GameBread FC, has secured a major broadcast deal. The promotion partnered with DAZN. All future events will stream live for subscribers at no additional cost. The announcement was made Saturday night during the Teofimo Lopez versus Rolly Romero event. 4 upcoming GameBread FC events were also announced. These include September 12th from Russia, October 2nd from the Dominican Republic, and 2 events from Miami, Florida on October 30th and December 12th.
I know you heard the news. Official now. We partnered up with DAZN, the world's most violent show, GameBread Fighting Championship, September 12th. Don't f around. Tune up right now. If you don't got your subscription yet, what are you waiting for? September 12th, October 2nd. Let's go.
Anthony Hernandez experienced mixed emotions following his performance at UFC Sacramento. While he enjoyed the support of his hometown crowd, he expressed frustration regarding his bout with Gregory Rodriguez. During the post-fight press conference, Hernandez admitted he was hurt several times and noted that the leg kicks from Rodriguez caused significant damage. Hernandez was particularly upset by repeated glove grabbing. Hernandez said, "I kept telling Herb Dean, he's grabbing my glove." Despite these complaints, the referee did not deduct any points for the fouls.
But man, hurt my leg early, had to make adjustments, you know what I mean? And I had to do what I had to do to survive at that point. Gregory's a tough son of a man. He hits fucking hard, and you see what he does to people. He hits them, puts them to sleep. I was still smiling. I was still coming forward. I told you guys, people, and I love people trying to hurt me. I don't know what it is. I'm a sick in the head. I know that, but I love this shit, man.
Like, were you thinking that you could finish the fight? Even still, you go back to your corner, you get to the end of that second round?
Man, the more I seen him slow down, I thought, okay, I'm gonna get him this round. And I hit him a few times and rocked his shit. He's a tough son of a man. I hit him with everything in the kitchen sink, hit him with some hard elbows. He was cheating and grabbing inside of my gloves, and I told Herb that. I fight clean, man. So it is what it is. Maybe I should be more dirty.
Was there any point where you were kind of talking to the ref? Because it looked like there might have been a couple of cage grabs.
I told fucking Herb, this motherfucker grabbed my glove like 4 times, and I was like, hey, he's grabbing my gloves. And he told him, hey, stop. But, I mean, whatever, don't take a point, whatever, you know what I mean? I guess people like to cheat, so it is what it is.
Tyron Woodley intends to face Khamzat Chimaev next. Woodley recently returned to form at Real American Freestyle, securing a 14-8 victory over Joaquin Buckley. This win marked his first victory in either MMA or boxing since defending his UFC welterweight title against Darren Till in 2018. Woodley is now scheduled to headline RAF Moscow against Khamzat Chimaev on September 5th. Regarding his recent performance, Woodley said, "I had never previously experienced a comeback like this in my wrestling career. Overcoming an 8-0 deficit against Buckley has provided Woodley with significant momentum for his upcoming bout."
For me, it was kind of like I didn't think about the first win. I thought about the first time I was like behind or somebody started off with the lead and I staged a comeback and I won the fight. For me, it's a big motivation and confidence boost for my career because that's never happened before, ever. When I say since I first wrestled at 10 years old, it's never happened. So tonight was the first night. Now that you mention it, it is a win, and it's a win over a hungry welterweight, somebody I think has what it takes to be the UFC champion. You know, and I offered it to him. I said, hey, you know what? I can help you get there, brother. Like Duke Rufus, bless his soul. Duke Rufus showed me how to, he said, I'm not your striking coach, I'm your winning coach. He took my tools and my attributes and he showed me how to make fighting a little bit more easier. I know I can do that for Joaquin if he really wants to take me up on that. And I feel like he got what it takes to be a UFC.
On Khamzat Chimaev in Moscow, what a huge main event that's going to be. How much extra confidence does tonight give you heading into that matchup with Khamzat Chimaev?
A lot. You know, I haven't competed in wrestling in 16 years. It was good to go against a young, explosive, strong competitor like Joaquin, because I feel like Khamzat is going to be strong, explosive, very similar. A little bit more technical, a little bit more crafty with his techniques, but equally powerful and aggressive.
Bryce Mitchell has stated that he has found a solution to his recent challenges.
Guys, I'm going to give y'all World War III update. I'm not going to hold back. This shit is crazy what's going on, and I'm going to tell y'all some real horrific scenarios that I really think is going to happen. It's going to be hard to bear, and you're probably going to want to call me a dumbass. Yeah, well, just remember, I'm the dumbass with food, water, and ammunition. Let me start telling you what's happening. First off, the enemy is exhausting our resources in the Middle East. Once they exhaust, especially all of our Air Force and naval options in the Middle East, they're going to destroy those options. Everything sitting over there is going to be destroyed. Every aircraft carrier, every cruiser, every single ship of the United States will be destroyed when the enemy does their attack and they actually initiate. The enemy, Iran, which has now teamed up with Russia and China, has not even tried to go offensive yet. All they've done is destroy military bases. Wait till they take out our aircraft carriers and all the boats. There won't be anything stopping them from their ground invasion. So what's their ground invasion going to look like? Well, they're going to send 20 million something plus troops. It's going to be unlike anything that's ever happened in the world. From the north, the Russians will close in like Alaska and Canada up in that cold region. They're going to come down, and they're going to push south. The Russians are going to destroy New York City in a day. They're going to bomb it so hard that New York City's gone in a day. Read Revelation 17 if you don't believe me. California, it's going to be gone. It's going to be Chinese occupied. I'm talking 10 million plus Chinese in a day. And if we kill all of them, they're going to send 10 million more the next day. They got numbers like that. Y'all don't realize we're outnumbered. Okay, so from the west, we're getting pushed north and east. And then from the south, they're going to send every pissed off South American, Venezuelans, Colombians, whoever will invade is going to do that from the south as well. So we're going to get pushed. There's going to be a resistance left in the center of the country. And you're probably wondering, well, Bryce, what happens to everybody else on those outskirts? If you do not make it out of those outskirts, you are dead. That's what's going to happen. This shit is not a joke. I'm telling you, we have a very short amount of time left until we are fighting on this land in America. So y'all prepare yourselves spiritually, mentally, and physically. Okay, I'm just telling you, that's what's coming. And I know it sucks to hear, but it's the truth. And good news is it's not going to be nukes. Everybody's worried about nukes. Guess what? Nukes don't exist. If they did, Satan would have already destroyed the earth. There's not enough bombs on the earth to destroy every human. It's going to be a good old school ground invasion. So get your shit ready. I believe that Trump is actually killing all of the horses because they're going to be a viable source of transportation for our rebel army once they cut our power and our fuel. Yes, they're also going to grind these horses up and put them in hamburger meat and sell them back to us, for pennies on the dollar, and it's going to hurt the American farmers. I get that too. But the real reason they're killing these horses is so we can't use them for transportation. They're about to shut our grid down. God bless y'all and get ready. Thank you.
And it's just crazy, for the dude to be talking about how it was slippery because of the dry ice or whatever. I don't know what he's talking about because I didn't fall. And him talking about this generational beating, dude is delusional, because to me he felt slow in there. He felt slow. He looked old. If there was going to be a generational beating, it wasn't going to be on his end. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't going to be coming from his side. Had the man weaken the knees from the beginning.
Max Holloway is challenging the narrative surrounding his victory over Conor McGregor at UFC 329. Following a fight ended by injury, Holloway is addressing whether a rematch is necessary.
For me personally, I attack every fight week the same, so I gotta stay locked in. I gotta stay in the mode. But everybody around me and everybody I talk to, people who went, you know, to like the World Series game, you know, talked to me and told me, man, they went to the World Series game where it was I forget what game it was, game 4 or 5, where they went extra innings and they played almost two full games pretty much. And that was electricity, they said. But they said it was nothing like how it was in there. They said the electricity in there was crazy, was unreal. I mean, you had that big Paddy fight right before us, right? What he did. So I'm sure the crowd was bumping for that. And then, you know, sucks our fight happened the way it happened, but the walkout and stuff was amazing for both of us, I believe. And I've been in these moments so much times that I gotta kind of deal with it and kind of like numb it, you know? So I feel numb to it because I gotta go out there and perform, right? And you still gotta live in the moment, but a lot of people around me was saying, man, this is unreal. And I take their words, you know, they've been around me so long and they've been to a bunch of my big fights. So for them to say that, then that means a lot. So I think it was a huge fight week. It was crazy. And I was glad I got to be a part of it. The face-offs, you know, during, after the press conference, I think that was our first face-off that we did. The meta glasses, man, in his face, and he told me took him off. I really like those glasses, you know. I was glad I got to get it back after. You guys saw the footage. It freaking broke the internet, and it was just amazing, man. I really like those glasses. I was bummed, man. You know, I got a scratch on one of the lens now. Conor owes me for that, you know. So at the end of the day, all jokes aside, being a part of that moment, having moments like that, you know, 300 moments, and not even wasn't even a fighting thing. It was just a regular face-off thing, and having that moment was super cool and super awesome that everybody, you know, everybody was a part of it. Everybody got to see it, and they got to see it from my point of view too, which is pretty sick, you know, him grabbing it and him getting in my face. So at the end of the day, I was glad I wear the meta glasses, because that's going to be an unforgettable moment for quite some time now. Fight night is fight night, like I said, man. Like I said, fight week, fight night. I kind of need to dumb it down, because I need to go out there and perform, right? So I'm kind of numb to it at this point in my career. I feel like, yeah, I get goosebumps. Yeah, I get pumped up. You know, I get nerves just like everybody else, but I still got to go out there and perform. So fight night was crazy though. You know, I didn't even know I was going to have that special walkout with the ladies that made me look like I was walking out on water. I found out literally 2 minutes. It was like, oh, we need to get you early. You got to do it for your walkout. I was like, what happened? He's like, oh, we're blacking out your walkout. I'm like, who told me this? I guess, you know, my management team didn't tell me, you know. I guess they had an email and never opened it. But, you know, all jokes aside, it was big fight night feels. It was great. Facing anybody, I mean, this wasn't my first time facing somebody, you know, double digits later. At the end of the day, with Conor, it was a fight, you know what I mean? It was just another fight to me.
The inconclusive result of the UFC 329 bout between Max Holloway and Conor McGregor has left their rivalry unresolved. Holloway shares his perspective on why he remains unconvinced by his opponent's post-fight assessment.
I need to dumb it down, because I need to go out there and perform, right? So I'm kind of numb to it at this point in my career. I feel like, yeah, I get goosebumps. Yeah, I get pumped up. You know, I get nerves just like everybody else, but I still got to go out there and perform. So fight night was crazy though. You know, I didn't even know I was going to have that special walkout with the ladies that made me look like I was walking out on water. I found out literally 2 minutes. It was like, oh, we need to get you early. You got to do it for your walkout. I was like, what happened? It's like, oh, we're blacking out your walkout. I'm like, who told me this? I guess, you know, my management team didn't tell me, you know. I guess they had an email and never opened it. But, you know, all jokes aside, it was big fight night feels. It was great. Facing anybody, I mean, this wasn't my first time facing somebody, you know, double digits later. At the end of the day, with Conor, it was a fight, you know what I mean? It was just another fight to me. The fight went the way it went. It's, you know what I mean? I feel bad for the fans. And it's just crazy, you know, for the dude be talking about how it was slippery because of the dry ice or whatever. I don't know what he's talking about, because I didn't fall. And him talking about this generational beating, dude is delusional, because to me he felt slow in there. He felt slow. He looked old. If there was gonna be a generational beating, it wasn't gonna be on his end. I'll tell you that much. It wasn't gonna be coming from his side. So at the end of the day, I feel bad for the fans. It was a big event. A lot of people spent a lot of money. You know, shout out to them to come to support, but had the man weak in the knees from the beginning, I guess. Me and my family, you know, shout out to Rocket Ohuna, had us looking right. Everybody was talking about the outfit that we came in, the royalty colors that was using. This is everything that I imagined before it there, and it coming to fruition was amazing, and being able to share some of you know, Hawaiian history to the world was great, and I loved every second of it. My fight night outfit was the first time really that I really wanted to get back to my roots, you know, my Hawaiian roots, that is, and I wanted a cape and everything, but you know, Rocket Ahuna, he's a stylist. He came up with the thing where he came up with that how you could see it kind of looked like a cape, but it wasn't, on the top part of my suit. And it was amazing, man. He absolutely killed it. If you guys loved it, go check out his stuff. He got an IG at Rocket Ahuna, and go support local, man. He's a local boy, so we had the support, and I'm glad I got support from him because he absolutely killed it. We gave him an idea, and he just run with it, and he absolutely destroyed it, and I was glad that the world got to see it. What's next for me is the question that people have been asking me, and to be quite honest, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what's next. I don't know if, you know, we see Conor out there telling us, calling for me, want it to be next year. I'm down for that, but I don't know what UFC want, you know. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna go get back in the gym. You know, after I spend some time and enjoy my family, of course. We got some plans that I need to do and some family stuff I need to take care of. But if it's Conor next year, great. If it's a title shot at some type of weight class, great. You know, I win at 170. The 70 champ or the 70 champs team is not liking what I said, which just blew my mind because I wasn't being disrespectful. I just was kind of caught off guard about the situation, and I just said what a lot of people was probably thinking. So I'm the bad guy, but it is what it is. You know, at the end of the day, if it's there, I got history with the 155 champ, and I know that he probably wants to get down back. So if it's a title shot at either weight classes, sign your boy up. If it's a Conor McGregor fight again, I sign the dotted line. Talking about belts, I'm owed the UFC, I'm owed the Conor McGregor belt, the money belt, so you guys gotta send me that because I really don't wanna go to UFC.com and buy my own and walk around and be that guy, you know. So at the end of the day, send me my belt. I did it, I want it. It is what it is.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss the latest MMA news. And I'll see you in the next video.